Hey everybody, Rex here again with TorchPrep. I'm back at some math questions. This time I'm in test 3, number 25. So what I want you to do first is pause the video, go to test 3 in your red books, number 25. Read through this question, then press play. Okay, so once again, we got a word problem, so I'm going to be using my word problem strategy, okay? I'm also going to draw a picture that will help you in step 2 of the word problem strategy. Now, if you hate word problems, they take forever and they waste a lot of your time, I would skip this one if that's what you always do, but honestly, this one is not that bad. The content inside of it is stuff you can definitely figure out probably in under a minute. If you're using the word problem strategy, you've been practicing with it, and you're comfortable. If you're there and you've been doing all that practice we've been giving you, you should be just fine. So let's dive back in and let's go through each step. Now, the problem is about an area outside of a woman named Barb's house and how she can fill it with cement blocks. So, step 1 of our word problem strategy is asking, what are we trying to find? What we're trying to find is the minimum number of paving blocks that'd be needed to cover the patio, okay? Second question we have to ask is, what do we already know? We already know that all the blocks are going to be facing the same way when Barb lays them down. And we know the following information, and this is when my code cracker of draw a picture comes in. The full area of the patio is 10 feet by 8 feet, okay? And the blocks are shaped like this, only not so poorly drawn. They are 4 inches wide, 8 inches long, and 2 inches off the ground. 2 inches deep or tall, whatever way you want to think of it. So, I'm going to use all this content in step 3 to solve and find out how many of these blocks will fit here. You'll see I've already crossed out the height of each block, and here's why. I'm being asked a question about the area of this space and the area of the number of blocks, correct? Area, not the cubic area. Square. So I'm looking for a 2-dimensional space. I don't need the depth of that block. That's extra information that I do not need, like they usually do in a word problem. They're giving you something extra that you need to not pay attention to. Also, there's one other thing that's amiss. If you look at our units, we have feet when we are measuring the area of the patio, but inches when measuring each individual block. So, I need to convert. The way I decided to do it is I decided to convert feet into inches. So, if I take 10 feet, converting that into inches, I'll be multiplying by 12. I get 120 inches. And then also, if I take 8 feet, and I multiply that by 12 inches in a foot, I will get 96 inches. Now we know to find the area of some sort of quadrilateral, I'm going to multiply the base times the height. So these two numbers are the same as the base times height, they're just in a different unit of measure. If I multiply 120 times 96, that gives me the area, I'm going to do a P for patio, and that equals 11,520 inches squared. Awesome. Now I'm going to do another area here, the area of each brick. Now if I look at each brick, it will be 4 inches by 8. Multiplying these together, you can throw that in your calculator if you're not seeing it already. That is 32 inches squared. So great. I have the area of each individual block and the area of the entire place that's going to be paved. Now I have to just figure out how many I will need. That is the question being asked in step 1. So I'm going to set up an algebraic equation. I know that each block is 32 inches squared. I don't know how many I need. So since that's the thing I don't know, I'm going to let that be represented by the variable x. But I know that I have this many square inches to cover. 11,520. To solve for x here, I'm going to divide both sides by 32. This side is pretty easy. 32's just disappear. We're left with x. Grab your calculator, divide 11,520 by 32, you will get a nice whole number of 360. Look at your answer choices. That is answer choice B and the correct answer. As you see, step by step with our word problem strategy, the arithmetic, the math inside of it's not that hard. We just got to use the word problem strategy and we can get through it even in the survey portion. Nice job.